Okay, y'all. Y'all seeing Diva in the nighttime attire. It's 10 o'clock at night, so it is what it is, y'all. But I say, let me get this darn on video out the way. Y'all better take darn going join these darn on frequent videos, cause honey, I don't know how it's gonna be next week when this demon gets on her regular schedule, third shift. But anyways, I want to show y'all my water intake for the week and compare the plasma centers. So one of the common excuses that they thought they can say to a girl was that I don't drink enough water. Now, for y'all that been with me for some time, y'all know I've gave up soda for over 2 years now. I haven't had a sip of soda since April of, I want to say around April 17th, 2020. I gave up soda during the pandemic, haven't had a sip since. I thought it would just be like a month turned into 3 months, 3 months turned into 6 months, 6 months turned into a year turned into 2 years. I still haven't had a sip of soda. I might do an experiment to see what a soda tastes like after years, because I don't think one can would cause me to go back to being addicted. Y'all tell me, should I take a sip just to give my thoughts on what it's like to have a sip of soda after 2 years? Because at this point, I done proven that I don't need sodas, or I don't need to necessarily go years. Because even though it was detrimental to my health, it wasn't the same as like cocaine and other stuff like that, which I would imagine would have been worse. For y'all that don't know, I have never done drugs a day in my life, but soda had the same effect on me that I would think hardcore drugs had on other people. I would go through mood swings, I would go through the sweats and everything. I literally had to detox. It took me about a solid 2 weeks to get over the craving of Mountain Dew. But anyways, here's what I've been drinking in between time. Y'all know my signature water from Walmart is the Clear American. Start off with the one that I just got finished drinking. This is the sparkling ice, the lemon flavor. So this is one bottle. Then you got the bigger bottles, which is black lemonade. This is 33.8 ounces, whereas this is 17 fluid ounces. So all the bottles that I'm showing y'all is what I drunk just within the past 7 days alone. Y'all about to see a lot of bottles. Tangerine flavor. Strawberry flavor. Oh, and then y'all can tell this is my favorite from Aldi's. This is the lemonade. I like this better because it has the sweet lemonade taste. It got potassium in it, which is good for me. Somewhat. Because I'm on spirulactose, so I got to be careful. But I love that this is aspartame free. The Clear American do have aspartame. So I got 4 bottles of this that I've drunk this week. From the same brand, I got the Tropical Mango. Oh, I got another thing of lemonade over here. Some more strawberry. And then I got pineapple orange. More tangerine. And then I'm going to flip the camera over to my bed so y'all can see how this is literally piling up and filling up my bed, honey. Black lemonade again. Strawberry lemonade. Tangerine. Strawberry again. Then I had me an aloe vera juice. This contains 25 grams of added sugar, which I make up for that with the potassium. Like I said, the potassium helps counteract the sugar. Along with me, drinking my green detox smoothie. They ran out of the Boathouse Farms at Walmart. So for the very first time, I'm trying another brand. So y'all want to see my reactions to how does that brand hold up against Boathouse Farms. Y'all know I try to support my fellow company here from North Carolina. Got 2 more of these. And then from Family Dollar, this is the Splash of Lemon. And then, of course, my vitamin water. 2 of these. And, of course, this got 25% vitamin A, vitamin E, 100% of vitamin B6, pathetic acid, 25% of zinc, potassium, 180 milligrams, vitamin C, 250%, niacin, 100%, vitamin B12, 100%. 0 grams of added sugar. So in total, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 bottles, which the mass majority of them is 33. Y'all see all that? This is all the water and juice I have consumed within a week. So nobody cannot say that I am not well hydrated. Mine. That does not include the orange juice that is in my refrigerator. That does not include the almond milk that is in my refrigerator. That does not include what else I got? Orange juice, almond milk. I think that's it. Orange juice, almond milk. Oh, the green tea. I make green tea and the green smoothie, which has broccoli, spirulina, kale, garlic extract, apple, banana, etc. So I show all this to show that there's no way in the world that I cannot be dehydrated, because I drink 2 of these a day at the minimum. This is 60. Both of these together come up to 67.4 ounces. I drink 1 of these, which comes up to 17 ounces, which will put me at 80, 67, 77, 84. And then I have like 8 ounces of milk. That's 92 ounces. And then about 8 ounces of green. So 100 ounces. I weigh 170 pounds. So I am getting more than enough of my water intake a day for somebody who is 170 pounds. So, with that being said, now let's get into comparing the plasma centers. Which one is the best trans-friendly? For my girls who are here in the 26 Fayetteville, North Carolina, that's trying to donate plasma, which one do I think is more friendly for us? I've gone to 2 thus far. Well, actually, I've gone to 3, but I wasn't able to get too far with Griffos downtown on Grove Street. CSL plasma, I've donated successfully twice. BioLife, not so much. However, BioLife, I'm going to say, is more friendly for the girls in a number of ways. Number 1, I love the fact that the bathrooms are gender neutral. Number 2, when it comes to the question, it asks how you were assigned at birth, as opposed to are you just straight up female male. That can be confusing for some of us, because technically I am a trans woman. So really, sociologically, I would be female. But then you just having me circle male, and I understand on the chromosomal level, you need me to sign off male. But it's like, is there a way to reword that where it's not addressing me as a sir? So I love how BioLife has it where it says this is what you are assigned at birth. And I think they have what do you identify as, which means I can say I was assigned male at birth, but I identify as trans woman. That way they know how to address me as she, her, hers, which naturally the girls naturally did off rip, which, you know, made my heart warm a little bit, because usually, you know, one of our doggone biggest fears is somebody clocking us, especially me early on. Now, let's keep it real, honey. I'm only 7 months in. I'm still flat up here. I just got a whole lot of areola. That's about it, honey. The shoe size ain't going to change. Well, I ain't necessarily got the largest hands, but you know, still, my hands are quite large. This Adam apples as well. Facial hair is a bitch at times. My hair is covered up, so I don't have to worry about nobody clocking the male pattern baldness. But a little hair update. The male pattern baldness is starting to become a thing of the past since getting on this spirulactone. Y'all see how this is filled in? So now my hair is starting to shift to like a female pattern baldness instead. Yeah, and y'all are seeing firsthand. Because y'all remember this was all open up right up and through here. But now I just got a huge centration right here in the middle, similar to like female pattern baldness, as opposed to the Norwood grade 4 that I was originally dealing with. So yeah. But the rest of my hair has remained fairly intact for the most part. I'm starting to notice a little bit of thickening in the hairs that I already have. And it's gotten to the point where I no longer even have to take finasteride. I still got my finasteride prescription just in case I feel like taking it, but I wanted to get off of it for the sake of donating, because I found out that being on finasteride can cause birth defects if they use my plasma for male children. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to be responsible for nobody's children getting no birth defects, honey. Let me darn gonna ease up off the finasteride. They do not test for finasteride, but I'm taking it upon myself, to not take the finasteride. I felt like it might be contributing to my tachycardia because of the estradiol and the spirulactone affecting my heart rate the way that it does. I have a family history of heart issues. Finasteride can cause some irregularities with the beat. I was like, that might be explaining the doggone irregular heartbeat, because it's like I drink exceptionally healthy. I drink exceptionally healthy. I try to cut down on the sodium. My sugar intake is under 30 grams of sugar per day, added sugar. For me, I can consume up to 40 grams of sugar for my height, body weight, and my exercise level. I'm moderately fit. I do about an hour worth of intense cardio, half hour worth of, stretching exercises, Pilates, yoga, etc. And I try now to get at least 5 hours worth of exercise in a week. Whether that's strength training for the legs, the thighs, the waist, or whatnot, to get the definition. See, my issue is just making the abs pop. Like, I got a flat stomach, but I don't got a defined stomach. So I try to, get the chiseled ab look for me, which is very hard for me to do. Even though I'm naturally slender in the waist, it's hard for me to get definition in that area. And since being on hormones, in addition to always having drier skin and lips, honey, I'm more prone to lip lickers dermatitis since being on these damn hormones. In addition to trying to keep myself hydrated as far as extrinsically is concerned, I'm also trying to keep my abs and stuff toned as I'm losing. And also, surprisingly, even though I've been increasing my calorie intake, I noticed that I kept losing more and more weight. I was like, how in the hell am I putting on more in my thighs and my hips? I'm toning up just right, and I'm losing weight. And then my dumb behind forgot, of course, Diva, muscle weighs more than fat. So even though I put on more fat and I'm now more shapely in the right area, I mean, the fat always went to my thighs and stuff anyway, but now it's strategically going towards the backside in the way that I find more pleasurable. It's darn going finally diminishing the hip dips and stuff that I had and everything else. I'll probably do a body update within the next 2 weeks or so. I just haven't had time to even, hell, y'all know I'm struggling right now, honey. The demon finally just went back to work, so y'all have to give me at least 2 weeks to get some coins up and stuff. That way I can buy me some darn one, cause I can't bring myself to wax myself. So it's like, honey, I got to buy me some Nair. If anybody want to volunteer some Nair for me, y'all can definitely go to the wish list and darn go and get DivaWuan some darn, no, not Nair, but V. I don't use Nair because it's too strong for my skin, but the purple V, honey, is my go-to, honey. But yeah, Soon as I darn gonna veep myself, honey, I might give y'all a body update. For anybody that's curious to see what my body looks like going on 8 months of the HRT. Like I said, I got a whole lot of areola now. The hip dips are filling in. I noticed that my indention is coming back in my back. Now, I used to have that way back in the day when I used to have a 44-inch hip size. Back when I was exercising like 5-6 days a week, I was getting upwards of like 90 grams of protein a day. Like, I used to be more extremely athletic back in my younger days, in my early 20s. And then you combine that with the fact that I was in beauty school. I was darn going, seeing clients all day and whatnot. I was also exercising on my darn on breaks and stuff as well. I was exceptionally fit. So I had a natural darn going arch in the back or whatnot that I'm starting to finally see darn gonna come back. And once again, like I said, on my Twitter, y'all will see that in the next couple weeks. And I'm talking about my main Twitter this time, y'all. Don't worry, I will be fully. Y'all, this ain't that type of show, honey. Y'all go to the free, y'all go to the free Twitter for the news stuff. But I will be in some underwear or whatnot, so y'all can see how DivaWuan's curves and stuff is filling out. So that's that on the trans update. But as far as which center I think is best, I would definitely say if you can get into BioLife, get into BioLife. Now, if you somebody that needs more money often in excess of $400 a month, I would say go ahead and deal with CSL. There's enough people there that's friendly enough where it's like, okay, you can deal with them. The needles for both of them are large. It's a 17 gauge needle. And that's the only reason why I haven't been able to successfully donate at the BioLife, is because I genetically have small veins. And only somebody such as myself, I can locate my own veins. But of course, they won't let me stick myself. So, they won't let me stick myself. They lack nurses there. I have not seen a nurse yet there. Versus the nurses at CSL are readily available. I'm still upset that I'm just finding out that a phlebotomist only has 6 months worth of doggone experience. I'm still shocked that I have more medical knowledge than a doggone phlebotomist. But neither here nor there. It's like if you have very small very small veins, yeah, it's going to be hard for them to doggone detect you, honey. I had several of them literally come up to me, and they was all nice and friendly. That's why I say I give them an A for effort. They was definitely trying their best to get me doggone strapped up, but it was a no-go. After I finally got my tachycardia down, and once again, this is why I say they definitely need more nurses on staff at the BioLife, because it's like simple terminology such as that. I'm wondering, like, okay, I'm Southern. I tend to mispronounce words. I was like, maybe they might not know what I'm saying. So let me provide a definition of what the word is that I'm saying. And context clues will be like, oh, she means this. They still did not know what I was meaning. I was like, oh my God, how in the hell is you a phlebotomist and you do not know terminology in conjunction with the heart and the heart rate, and this is what you have to screen for when you darn is making sure somebody can donate. But outside of that right there, y'all, customer service at the BioLife is an A+. The customer service, and when I say A+, I'm talking about Morganton Road, Fayetteville, North Carolina for BioLife. CSL Plasma, a D. And it would be an F. The only reason that I'm giving a D is for the few good people that was there. There's the head phlebotomist or whatnot that's in the front, the chocolate sister, honey, she good. Then there's a light brown complected woman. I don't know her name. Then there's the male doctor there, the female nurse. They were good. It was one heavy set, light skinned girl, well, light brown girl, that was a phlebotomist in the back. There was one light skinned chick that I remember by name that irritated the hell out of me called Brittany. Avoid her, honey. Avoid her, honey. She might look darn gone cute like Miss Tweety Bird, but that bitch, if you can have somebody else deal with you, honey, yeah. Child, I almost want to go back to CSL Plasma one more time to try to darn donate, because technically my deferral ended on December 18th, and I have not been able to donate at BioLife. But see, this the thing. When you get deferred in one system, it does pick up in all the systems for a week on the federal level. So I'm thinking, has it been over a week? Has it been a week? Child, I'm almost tempted to go through to the darn CSL on darn Friday or whatnot, just to darn get the folks' names. Even if I'm not able to properly donate, I'll be able to walk back home and whatnot. And see, that was another convenience for me. The CSL, I was able to walk back home. Honey, BioLife is all the way out near Cross Creek Mall. I can't walk back home. But it's across the street from the mall, where there is not one, not two, but 3 buses I can catch that can easily get me back to the house. Versus with CSL, I would have to catch the 14, but I would have to ride 14 all the way up and then ride it back down, then go to the transfer center and then catch my other bus to get, to where I needed to be. So, yeah, that's what I didn't like about that. But, the time that it took all that, I could easily walk home. It was within an hour distance, 5 miles. For me, I actually am used to walking, so 5 miles is not necessarily too much on me. Now, doing it back to back, now that is too much on me. Now, that one, I still won't forget me having to walk 6.4 miles to the darn to the Planned Parenthood to get my HRT medications prescription. Oh, no, we will not be doing that again. And the only thing messed me up is when I got underneath the bridge, the darn sidewalk ended, and I had to literally run out and be like this to make sure nobody, because y'all know Skybo, the speed limit is upward. Now they lowered it to 45 miles per hour, but people still go 55. And then black people go 10 miles above that. So I'm making sure nobody hits me from behind going 65 miles per hour. So that's the only thing scary about walking up to the darn Planned Parenthood on Yakin, is because it's that one little space where for like 70 plus feet I have to darn run in the open traffic. Not doing that no more. But yeah, that's my darn thoughts. That is my experience with trying to donate. Pretty much it's a case of me being too much of a healthy bitch. It's like, goddamn, they talking about, well, have you eat greens? I was like, honey, I literally wake up and I drink green smoothie, which is composed of garlic, spirulina, apple, kale. It don't get no more healthier than this, baby. Even the cheese, I use Daiya vegan cheese, which is made out of soybean and coconut. So I'm not consuming dairy like that. My milk is almond milk. Y'all see the damn water that I drink. I told y'all I'm an exercising bitch, but I avoid exercising the day before because of my tachycardia. I naturally have an elevated heart rate. So if you have an elevated heart rate naturally, honey, it's going to be a no-go. And I wish they would do a video on their own site just telling people, if you have these types of conditions, it might be a no-go for you. They just state the obvious stuff, like, okay, if you have HIV, if you have AIDS or any form of STD, you can't donate. A missing limb. But for people who have like a tachycardia condition, they don't darn mention that at all. For people who have small veins, they don't mention that at all. And it's like, why can't we get a different gauge needle? Cause you're saying now, because now I feel like y'all discriminate, but at the same time I understand the help because they saying they trying to avoid a hematoma. Thank goodness for them, because I'm black, I'm prone to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So it's like, yeah, if we can avoid hematomas and stuff, and I deal with eczema, okay, thumbs up, honey. However, that can easily be rectified if you can have a smaller needle. Now, explain to me why y'all can't have a smaller needle that can pull at a slightly faster pace. Now, I know you can't pull the blood, but at so much of a speed for the health's sake. But I'm thinking if you use a smaller needle and you slightly increase the speed, the force of the mass of blood that is going through the smaller needle at that said rate is equivalent to if it was in a larger needle at the slower rate. And once again, to my people who are physical science majors, y'all know what I'm talking about. Even though it's going at a faster rate due to less mass of the amount of blood and plasma that's going through said needle, it would be equivalent to if it was going through a larger needle at the slower speed. Once again, just simple fit. But see, once again, when you're dealing with people who only got 4 months worth of doggone school knowledge and they're able to doggone stick you with a needle, as opposed to a bitch like me. So that's going to be the doggone bad side of, donating. If you got any sort of medical background knowledge, seeing the ignorance that is at some of these locations will appall you. If you somebody that don't got no type of medical background knowledge at all, you ain't no nurse, you wasn't somebody that was aspiring to be a veterinarian or something, it's like, some of this would go above your head. But if, Lord forbid, if you got any sort of science background, anatomy background of anything of the sorts, you're going to see just a lot of simple shit that these folks should know that just goes above their heads, and it's like, oh my God. Oh my God. In one breath, I was amazed that it was so many black, beautiful women that were there. I was like, come on through, black excellence. Until I heard them speak, and I was like, oh child, bless their heart, bless their heart. They tried. I give them, especially BioLife. Now that darn going CSL, honey, fuck most of the building, honey. Especially the white bitch that was there that darn gone ain't got nail bit of customer service. And it's like, god damn. Girl, 8 o'clock in the morning, you frowned up talking about you going, oh. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I want to go back there just to darn go and get her on camera. Matter of fact, I need to find a way to charge my... Do I got it down here? Darn, I done knocked down my bottles over. I got to take them to the trash can anyway tomorrow. But honey, y'all know it's been a minute since I've been able to use this bad boy. What I want to do is do one of these numbers. Go up in that bitch. And darn gonna have my motherfucking camera on. I want to have it just like this, honey. I swear. Yeah, matter of fact, y'all put a comment, should I be petty? And darn gonna get the names of the folks. Cause I will be that bitch that would go back there just to be like this. Just to get some of these darn folks darn stuff on camera, honey. I don't give a damn that y'all said no recording. It is what it is. Hell, low key, I see some of y'all breaking the darn rules and shit up in that mug any darn way. Cussing and shit on the job and doing all sorts of things that y'all don't have no business doing. So it's like shit. I would bet that darn corporate would love to see what be going on at they darn building. I bet you the franchise owner would appreciate me breaking the rule if it means that they can clean house on who they need to darn get the fuck up out of there. So should I be that bitch and do that for CSL Plasma? Now BioLife, y'all ain't got no issues with me. BioLife is just a case that y'all just couldn't find my veins. And then y'all only have one needle size option. Only thing I would recommend to BioLife is for the girls such as myself, since my veins was the only thing that disqualified me. And that is something that I cannot help. That's genetic. And it's not a disqualifier. It's like, it's just y'all don't have the needle to accommodate me. So, only thing I would recommend for BioLife is, can we get a smaller needle, like a 30 gauge needle or a 50 gauge needle? CSL, bitch, y'all just need to get some of the mugs out of there. Honey, bitches fighting in the dark. And I'm talking about the phlebotomists. The phlebotomists and the nurses are cussing each other out in front of darn patients. These mugs don't know basic darn medical terminology. Yeah, if y'all want that footage, honey, y'all leave it down below. But those are my thoughts, in addition to, you know, my update with my hormones. And y'all get a, y'all know y'all got a little insight on my darn water intake for the week. So y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Where do I go from here? Well, since I can't do my civic duty of donating, I guess we go nowhere but to darn going back on this computer. I tried my best, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm going to give it one last chance, possibly this Friday. But hell, I ain't doing nothing. Once again, ain't nothing that I'm doing able to get my veins up. I want to try tomorrow to drink some hot tea. No, Thursday to drink some hot tea. And if that don't work, honey, I guess Friday would be free, honey. I guess we might be able to go live again. I don't know. But in the meantime, in between time, I'll talk more with y'all on live. I'm going live this Thursday. I done got the poll out. Right now it's split. It seems like 33% of y'all at the time that I looked at it wants me to go live between 4 and 6 or 6 to 8. I also had a 7 to 9 option that was the least popular. The second most popular was 3 to 5. And then next week when I go live, I'm at the following week is going to be, hell, it's going to be probably Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday again. But it's going to be later at night. It's going to be somewhere between 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So it's going to be interesting to see what the vote is on that. But in the meantime, that is it, y'all. Those are the updates. Feel free to leave y'all thoughts down below. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.